Hey up you bub. Come on Buster. Hi guys. Hello to the world. Hello to everyone. So it's a Monday morning, a very grey and gloomy Monday morning, and I'm taking out Buster. And I've pulled my back this morning, literally trying to just pick something up, and I've pulled my back out. It's an old injury, done it several times, so I'm struggling to walk a bit, but I'm trying to do these walk and talks 3 times a week at the minute. We'll try and get them out there. A lot of times just for practice, to practice talking to you guys. Thank you for tuning in if you are. Thank you for listening to what I've got to say. Obviously comment if you have anything to add to what I'm saying. At some point I'll start learning how to edit. I've been out with Steve James. You may know him as Edge of the Matrix. Was out with him on Saturday at a women's rights march. It wasn't a women's rights march at all. It was an intersectional march. So basically the trans lobby have tagged along to it, shouting trans women are women, and myself and Edge of the Matrix were there to ask questions, to try and generate conversations, and to really show that these women's rights marches have been infiltrated by men. So that was the purpose of being there. There was a couple of well-known activists there. There's actually two marches. There was one which was just specifically trans, which was outside St. Peter's Square in Manchester, and the other one was the actual march, which marched around from Piccadilly down Deansgate, down Marking Street, down Deansgate, and back again. And then the two sort of merged. You can see some great clips of Edge of the Matrix, so go to his channel, and you can see it all there, all the actions there. So today I hadn't planned on I had planned on talking and doing a video, and what I'd planned to talk about, I've kind of like put the plans down. I'd literally prepared some stuff to talk about left-wing activism, which I've talked about before, and the left-wing handbook, which is called Beautiful Trouble. And a lot of the activists that we came across, the trans activists we came across on Saturday, were doing some of the decision dilemma stuff, which is actually, you can find it directly in their handbook and website, beautifultrouble.org. So I seriously encourage you to check that out, because if you've been to one of these leftist protest or counter protests, you can see it's literally off a script. It's their signs are bought and paid for from the Open Society Foundation, which is George Soros funded. And if you look into his background, he wrote a book called Financial Alchemy, and he's very, very much leading a lot of these leftist organisations. But we are making progress. There was plenty of YouTubers out there covering the event, and we were actually showing up the two-tier policing. Myself and Steve were, you could say, assaulted, because we were pushed out of the way by a policeman who actually said we were being antagonistic, and we said, why, who was antagonised? And he said, me! And he actually admitted it. We've got it on camera, and we've got a few of these incidents on camera, which we can always show, and we show it to the public, so the public sentiment about it is building, and eventually it's going to come crashing down, and we know that. So we're just working hard to do it. So that's just a very, very short video, just something that I can put out today. Thanks again, seriously thanks if you are watching. I will be building this up. I'll be learning to edit. I'll be getting some microphones and getting the equipment as I go, and hopefully I can build this channel up and start getting out there to the public facing, and actually having some of these important conversations, because I believe that in the schools and the universities we're being taught these dangerous ideologies, and common sense is literally disappearing from society. So my goal is to return that common sense and return us to just the good common sense that most people used to have. That's why we called it common sense. It's not so common anymore, but my aim is to return it back to normal. Okay, thanks for now. Bye-bye.